when someone asks you, who are you, what do you do?
Wow. Okay. How much time do we have again?
45 minutes. How much time do you have?
Yeah. So, I'm a Southern California transplant to Oklahoma at the age of 13, which was a pretty significant adjustment, as you can imagine. And went to Mayfield Junior High, followed through Putnam City West, and got married at 19. Had our first child at 22. And was on a 10-year degree program. Ended up saying, look, I'm going to finish out my last few years at SNU. And then I don't know how far you want me to go with my career journey all the way up to today. So out of high school, I used to, I wanted to bowl professionally, which was pretty random. And then I realized when I started doing the math, that was going to be a hard living. And I was working for a family-owned business that was in the drilling tool business, so they were in energy. And I realized that wasn't what I wanted to do, and ended up starting at the ground level at Chesapeake Energy in 1996. And was able to grow with the company, was promoted to VP of Administration in 2009, and left there when I was in 2014. So as you can imagine, there were a few highs and lows throughout that time. But ultimately, it built what I feel is one of the most amazing professional foundations any person can have. And so I don't regret 1 second of it. And when I left there, I went to automotive retail and a large auto group here in town and in Tulsa, so throughout the state. And I was their chief administrative officer. And decided automotive retail wasn't probably my future. I was getting in my late 40s and was trying to position myself for, my future. And I was there 5 years, had an amazing time and learned quite a bit, and said, during that time at Bob Moore Auto Group, my wife and I purchased a bowling center in Southeast Oklahoma City, and I'll share a little bit more about that here in a second. And so it gave me the confidence that I've always managed businesses while working for companies, and it just allowed me that extra nudge I needed to do my own thing. And so in December of 2019, I started a vehicle fleet management company called Onward Fleet Solutions, while still having the bowling center. Obviously had some great success even in a pandemic year, which was tough because here I am 3 months into a new company, and ultimately the world's shutting down for a little bit.
And I guess no one's going to your bowling alley, right? They were, but that initial period was probably hang on, what's going on here? We aren't allowed to be open.
And it was during peak season too, right? Because really in the bowling industry, peak season's mid-August to mid-April. And so we shut down for 45 days. So it was really, okay, I'm going to play a little golf. I'm not a great golfer, but I love to play. And fast forward a couple of months, and had the opportunity to start another business with a partner / friend of mine called Real, and our website's realanywhere.com. And Real stands for Remote Enterprise Administration and Logistics. And really, it's a virtual workforce that really ties into organizations that need support. So anything HR, IT, marketing, accounting, executive assistants, and anything that has to do with the back office. We've built a company around that. And so not only one company during a pandemic year, let's start two. And here we are. We're still breathing, we're still going, we're still growing. And so it's been a great story. And it's funny, people ask me why? And I said, it's interesting. I've had some great mentors in my life, and I've learned more in the last 18 months than I have in the last decade.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, so I don't know if that's too much or not enough, but I gave you probably an hour story into a few minutes.
Thanks for listening, ladies and gentlemen. That's your podcast.